Oh, good morning to you, good morning. It's Thursday, 20th of October, 2022. And what we're up to this morning is a bit of proof of concept. You push rulers about and you measure spaces and you think about how things are going to work together. And then you really need, before you commit to cutting wood in a way that cannot be repaired, you need to check to see if everything's going to fit. The windowy, doory thing that I was going to use here was just plain too long. But if you've got a pile of windows and frames and you look at what you've got, you find you've got another one that, if only it was 3 centimetres less wide, it would fit nicely. As long as it's not too tall to go over the desk. Now, the desk, that has spent the last 4 years up in the top of the barn, which is why it looks a little bit dirty at the moment. That will change very shortly. It also looks like it wants a bit of a restore. Yes, it does. And yes, it will get a bit of a restore. And this window frame is going to get cut now that I'm content that everything fits. Yeah, and we've got light switches and plug sockets, but there's no juice to those sockets yet. They need coupling up to the supply. But there we are. A little word about this little desk bureau. It's old. Wouldn't like to say how old. You know, is it 1930s or is it 1950s? I don't know, and there's no real way of telling. The only thing I know about it, I think of it as the Jim Snelling Memorial Bureau. This used to belong to a gentleman called Jim Snelling, who was a train driver. That's pretty much his claim to fame. Very nice chap. When it got to a point where he could no longer live in his house, you know, age and infirmity and all that sort of stuff, and he needed to go into, I'm not quite sure the proper term, old age people's home doesn't sound right, but, you know, sheltered accommodation, I suppose. He needed to shed various bits and pieces, and one way and another I ended up with his little desk bureau. It does want cleaning, tidying up, probably wants the varnish stripping and redoing. Needs a couple of tacks. The back has come a bit loose, but that is going to sit there in what will be my bedroom next to my wardrobe, which is going to get curtains. I'm going to put curtains. I was looking at it the other day and I thought, do you want to look at my shirts? Probably not. So I think some curtains inside there would be nice. And that will be a little bit of organisation sorted out, somewhere to keep all my bills and all of those other things that we're obliged to keep, although we probably don't really want to. And yeah, a little corner where I can make YouTube videos. Well, I'm not sure if this is a comment on the current political situation in the United Kingdom, but it's gone from a bright sunny day to suddenly stormy and windy, and there's thunder and lightning happening in the background. Well, it's always nice to do a job done video. Can't really claim the job is done. At the moment there's no shelves in the book cupboard or even a bottom in it. One way and another it took a lot more fitting than I'd hoped, so it's taken a fair chunk of time, but there we are. Wardrobe, desk, bookcase. So that's one corner of the bedroom. Yeah, just got to do all the other corners now.